Melissa is with us in Seattle. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Thank you very much.
Hey, what's up?
So, I had a question on what we should do first. So we have everything paid off besides my car, which we owe about $10,000 on, which we should have paid off within the next 6 months. And then my student loan, which is massive, at least massive to me. And so I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my husband's an electrician, and so he works for the union where, even though he personally hasn't experienced, they do come in these periods where sometimes they don't have work for periods of time. So my question with that is, should we save, after we pay off the car, should we save towards that $10,000 in case something like that happens? Or should I just knock out the student loan debt?
What's your degree in?
Health information management.
How many kids have you got?
4.
Got a house full. What ages?
Yeah. 1 to 13.
Wow.
Whoa.
You are a busy lady. Okay. What does he make?
Altogether, net with the VA benefits that he also has, we get about $90,000 net.
90?
Yes.
Okay. And how much is your massive student loan?
80.
80. Okay. All right. With a $10,000 car debt, that means you need 90,000, making 90,000 to be debt free. With 4
yes,
kids.
And we have a son who's in going to private school too, which we were kind of cornered into because of the Washington state laws that have been passed recently.
I'm not aware of what you're talking about.
Basically, we were kind of cornered into putting him in private school because we felt that the public school district has become very unhealthy, teaching kids they should not be teaching, and my son was being bullied as well at school because he's a Christian.
Okay. And how much does private school cost?
A little bit under $8,000.
Okay. All right. So if we said $30,000 a year, that'd be pretty aggressive in your situation in debt reduction. You'd be debt free in 3 years. Okay. The more unstable your husband's job is, the more you would push pause on all of this and pile up cash. But I don't think it's that unstable. I think it's just unpredictable.
Yes, and the most he hasn't worked since he started a couple of years ago was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But then there in the history of the union, there was guys who didn't work like in 2008 where they didn't work for a year.
Yep. Yeah, in which case he'd go get another job.
Yeah, Melissa, I'm curious about this too. If you guys sat down and discussed union versus not union electrician opportunities for him, even in the state of Washington?
His union, he will not make what he makes where he is at. I mean, they make over $60 an hour, free insurance. Our union, the employers pay the insurance, great pension. There's no one that's going to touch what he makes.
Okay, all right.
Has he actually shopped it, or is that just what the union told him?
No, so right now he's an apprentice, so he's getting a percentage of that. But once he is licensed in 2 years, he will be making that, and that is what they make for everybody. And we get great insurance that's completely employer paid. He's not going to, and they're one of the best in Washington.
Yeah. How open is he to doing side work as well, whether it be electrician work or any other kind of handy work, because he's got more talents than just electrician?
Yes, actually we used to own our own construction business as that, but I know he's been trying to work a lot of Saturdays as much as he can.
Good.
And he is okay doing side work. He can't do it with being an electrician because it's against the law in Washington.
Okay.
How long has he been? How long has he been out of work? What's the longest he has been out of work?
2 weeks.
And how long ago was that?
Last November.
Okay. All right. And you can't eat on $1,000 in 2 weeks. Yes, you can. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yes,
set.
yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the baby steps, and I'm gonna put you on a scorched earth budget, and he's gonna pick up all the extra he can work. You go to $1,000 in the bank in case he's off for 2 weeks, or in case some other little thing comes up. 2 weeks is not gonna kill you, and you're not gonna be out of food. Everything's gonna be okay. And if you see a long layoff coming, he needs to change jobs
Okay.
because your family can't afford for him to have a long layoff. And then in the midst of that, you guys start really beating the snot out of this debt. And I want you debt free in 3 years, 100% debt free in 3 years. That's the schedule. That's $2,500 a month for 3 years. And you can do this, but I'm telling you, you got your hands full with 4 kids. You got a lot of stuff coming at you right now, a lot of different issues that you outlined in this call. And there's a certain amount of grown-up stress with what you're dealing with. And I think you can do it, though. I really think you can do it. And it's what I would do if I were in your shoes. Because I think the best life for you 3 years from today is to do what I just said versus something else. And, I mean, you can have a pile of cash sitting there if you want. It's not what we teach. And the only way I would teach a pile of cash sitting there is if you have a high probability that you're getting ready to lose your job, in which case you need to change directions on the union versus non-union direction. Because I can promise you that there's a housing boom in Seattle, and you can get a job as an electrician, and you're pretty much feeding me the union line back.
Yeah.
When we're asking you about this.
Yeah.
Good insurance, good insurance, good insurance. $60 an hour. You can't make that anywhere else. Only he doesn't make $60 an hour, and he doesn't average that if he gets laid off for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not anti-union, but you just can't. You gotta assess the entire opportunity here compared to being non-union, and then decide which one. I'm okay if he wants to stay union. But you can't have it both ways. You can't go, oh, it's completely unstable, I'm freaked out, but it's the best job in the world.
Right. And let's be very clear, a qualified electrician that is in a non-union situation can eat all he wants to eat. It is an all-you-can-eat buffet right now out there as far as work goes. So I don't know that you can't make more than $60 an hour. If I was trying to get out of debt and I was an electrician, I mean, you can make up some ground right now, and that's not going anywhere.
Absolutely.